Hi guys! Today we are going to be talking about Doctor Who and the love that impacts his life. The Doctor had two main love interests, River and Rose. But which one had a bigger impact on his life? Well, we are going to discuss that and find out today. We will go over the points that make each one a strong candidate for the biggest impact on his life. Let me know what you think. I'll let you know what I think. It is very unlikely we will have a final decision of his true love by the end of this episode. But I do have a couple opinions here and there may be a couple spoilers in this video, so you are warned. But it may not be a huge spoiler video. For once, you may be able to watch without being spoiled throughout the entire thing. So look for the bar, it will be there to warn you. And with that, let's get on with the video. First off, Rose. Rose is the Doctor's first companion directly after the Time War. And not just companion, but true love interest. Rose changed the Doctor's personality from a soldier dealing with survivor's guilt to more of a pacifist. This happened in episodes like The End of the World and Journey's End. Along with changing the Doctor's personality, Rose also integrated the Doctor back into everyday life. She gave him a social group with her, Mickey, Jack, and Rose's mother. This gave the Doctor more of an everyday life and not one with PTSD. Through her actions, Rose prevented the Doctor's death at the hand of a Dalek in the episode The Parting of the Ways. Rose served as a love interest for the Doctor, obviously, but with her departure, she served as a constant reminder for him to keep fighting. And until he finally got his second love interest, River Song, she was and would always be his love interest, and none of the other companions could live up to that. Rose then became a key motivator when the Doctor learned from Donna Noble that Rose could switch between her parallel world and his. Even after leaving the TARDIS with his meta-crisis version of himself, Rose was still remembered by the Doctor, even within his final moments, as he paid her a visit in the year where they would eventually meet. She was the last companion the 10th Doctor met before regenerating into 11, and this stands out the most because she was not the 10th Doctor's last companion. She was his first, and he had others, but still chose to go back and see her before he regenerated, making this impact seem even stronger. In the 50th anniversary special Day of the Doctor, the Moment, which is the last weapon created by Gallifrey, took the form of Rose Tyler, or the Bad Wolf, in order to show the War Doctor a face, and not just a face, but a face from his future that he had a strong connection with. This was so he could find a way to peacefully end the Time War. And because the Moment was Rose, he could peacefully connect with the Moment. So those are my moments for why Rose and the Doctor are strongly compatible, and the Doctor and Rose had a bigger impact on each other. So do we think Rose had a bigger impact on the Doctor, or the Doctor had a bigger impact on Rose? Which one do we think had a stronger impact on each other? Now I'm going to go on and talk about River, so we can see, did Rose have a bigger impact on the Doctor, or did River have a bigger impact on the Doctor? Because these are the Doctor's two strong love interests. River is my favorite character, so I do have more information from her, but that does not prove anything. First off, River is the only one in the new series, or maybe the only one in the series altogether, to actually know the Doctor's name, which shows us how strongly connected they are, because the Doctor does not just give that away to anyone. Along with the fact that she knows his name, this happened when they first met in Forest of the Dead, meaning he trusted her on their first meeting, which he does not do with many people. River was someone that gave the Doctor hope. She died with the 10th Doctor, but is his friend and his wife and love interest during the 11th Doctor, and she told 10 that they would meet again in the future. This gave him hope and the ability to move on until he once saw her again. So this is going to sound off at first. It is from the episode Let's Kill Hitler. What River does is kill the Doctor. Yes, that is not a good thing. But that does create a huge impact on the Doctor, because in the end, she brings him back to life. with all her regenerations. She was able to regenerate like the Doctor, and she gave every single one of her regenerations to the Doctor. Without her, the Doctor wouldn't be alive today, because she saved him, but because she also killed him. River also helped lead the Doctor to Trenzalore. This was the place of an important message from the Time Lords. The Doctor even says, "I would have never made it here without River Song." But the point of River Song is to kill the Doctor. Kinda screws up their love interest, right? But what makes it even stronger is this, because she tries to stop herself from killing him. And then, with that alternate timeline getting all screwed up because it was a fixed point in time, she ends up marrying him, making their connection and their impact on each other even stronger. Now, this marriage and wedding was just for survival, but I'm pretty positive there was something deep down inside them that really wanted it to happen. The next point is that River gave the Doctor Amy and Rory and created this family. They were just their friends, but because of the marriage, River is now his wife, and Amy and Rory are now his in-laws. Yes, that is somewhat true, that is a good point, but I also think Amy and Rory gave the Doctor River, because Amy is the mom of River, and he met Amy first, so I think that one may be a little backwards, depending on how you look at it. But it's still a huge impact on them, because without the marriage, he wouldn't be as close with Amy and Rory as he is today. And second to last point is that River was the first person the Doctor ever used his own regeneration energy on. This was when she broke her wrist, and that was something that eventually would have healed on its own. But he was willing to give up something he is never going to get back to help her fix her wrist, showing how important she is to him, meaning their impact on each other could be stronger than the one of River, not of River and Rose, of Rose and the Doctor. My last point, I think, is the strongest point for River and the Doctor. Although River has done so much for the Doctor did not entirely understand how much of an impact she had on him, and vice versa. He did not understand how much of an impact he had on her, nor did he think maybe he had not been fair to her. An example of this being the TARDIS diary. With an exact number of pages in it, this led to the exact time frame that River ended up living. It showed her that, and she knew how long she was going to live, making her life somewhat depressing towards the end when she knew death was coming. But it also made her be able to handle it better. With this, River says the Doctor is never by her side when she needs him, but she is always by his. In the end, the Doctor reveals his true love for her, spending the last 24 years of River's life with her, and keeping a picture of her on his desk. So with these points, who do you think the Doctor had more of an impact on, or who do you think had more of an impact on the Doctor? I personally think Rose had more of an impact on the Doctor, and the Doctor had more of an impact on River. They were both love interests, just in different ways. Rose had a bigger impact on the Doctor, and the Doctor had a bigger impact on River. Let me know what you think below. I'm just stating my opinion. So far, those have been the two strongest love interests throughout Doctor Who, but when the show comes back, who knows if we'll get another love interest? Maybe male, as the Doctor's now female. But we'll just have to wait and see, and we can talk about it in the future.